Hello friends, thank you for stopping by. So as promised, I've got some Halloween projects I'm going to be working on, and Halloween videos are finally coming your all's way. It's officially crunch time, build time. So, and I'm very late on, this is the first prop I'm getting ready to make this year. So, let me tell you what I'm doing. So, I plan on mixing up some monster mud. First of all, let me tell you how to make monster mud. It is 5 parts joint compound to 1 part exterior paint. And I found this big bucket of joint compound under the house. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be any good. It's awful runny. So, but just in case it might work, I did mix up a little bit, and I've got a piece. Let me show you real quick. I've got just a piece of it here hanging up to dry. It's probably not going to work, but hey, it was a free bucket of stuff, so anyway, if it works, that'll be great. So anyway, I did get a little thing of joint compound from the grocery store, and I am actually using, you can also use interior paint. Of course, it has to be latex. So, anyway, like I said, 5 parts joint compound to 1 part exterior or interior paint. So this is my first time using interior paint, so wish me luck. So now let me explain what I am going to build. So, first of all, I keep taking you guys on side notes. Let me find something, a couple of things that I've actually made with the monster mud. This was my first project here. Just a graveyard statue. And this is just a mannequin that my mom got me a few mannequins from, I don't know if you guys know the store, Goodies in Shepherdsville, that went out of business. Anyway, they were selling their mannequins on stands with bases for $5. So I think she got every one of them for me. And that is how I'm making some of my bigger props. So I made her, the cemetery statue, out of monster mud. Those are the mixture and sheets, bed sheets. And you soak the bed sheets in the monster mud and squeeze the excess off and start draping your stuff, and it dries really hard. So, and this is, this will be the 4th season, this coming up Halloween, that I'll be using this. And it does hold up through the weather. You guys know I start Labor Day weekend on my haunted yard outside, so every year this stuff is out for 2 months. And you know how crazy our weather is in September and October. So through the wind and the rain, these have held up pretty good. And it's perfect for these cemetery statues because just the way it drapes, and you can like place it how you want it to dry. So you can make all these nice detailed lines in it. And of course, this is just a styrofoam head. They actually didn't come with heads. Here is another, let me move these tombstones. Here's another prop, a Headless Horseman, also made of monster mud. This is just a Halloween costume and a pair of black pants. But yeah. And was it not perfect to make a Headless Horseman out of this mannequin with no head? So anyway, I plan to make another cemetery statue, but this one is going to be more like a Grim Reaper looking thing. And I'm going to put it on this base. We got 3 of these metal blocks at the Peddler's Mall for $15, so that had to come home. And through the years I've been doing different things with them. They have been for the doll room. You can see under here that's got the letter D on it. I've used them for a doll room before, and I've also used them in our blacklight clown room that we had a couple years ago. This is actually wildfire blacklight paint on there. But anyway, using an umbrella stand and this piece of PVC pipe. And right now I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to build him and how tall I want him. I'm thinking about using this skeleton here. I never know where to hang him, and he's kind of hard to really put somewhere out there. So I think I'm going to use him. I'm going to let his ribs show a little bit through the cloth or whatever. So yeah, let me get this put together here, and I'll show you guys my progress. Alright y'all, here's what I come up with so far. So I just got a pipe in here sitting inside of the PVC pipe conduit. I couldn't think of it. And I've just got the skeleton kind of propped up. You guys probably can't see that, but the inside of the rib cage there is just sitting on that pole, and then I've got 3 zip ties securing him to the pole, so pretty good. And the good thing about this is you can take it apart, so when you take it out there and set it up, you're not carrying this big old prop out there. You'll be able to carry the base, and then you can even take this off if you wanted to. Well, I don't know about after I get the monster mud on there, but yeah. So now I've got to get some fabric together, some sheets, some you know, different things that I'm not going to use or don't care to get monster mud on, and then I'll start draping them over the sky. So let me get some stuff together, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've decided to use these old curtains for the long layers of this that I'm not going to use anymore. So I'm taking the end of it and putting it over his head, and then majority of it will cover the front of him. So I'm going to cut a hole up here, big enough to go, you know, to go around his head, and then I'm going to take the other piece of curtain and do the same thing to the back side. Alright, so again, I made a hole and put it around his head there. Draped the first curtain along the front, and I did the same thing here. Draped it on the back. That way when I go to drench these in the monster mud recipe, I'll very easily be able to do what I just did. And then I'm also trying to figure out how I want to do this to where his ribs will show. So anyway, I'm going to get these down in some monster mud, and we're going to drape these guys on here, and I will be right back. So there's my little bowl of monster mud. I've got to go to the store and get some more materials, but I was able to mix a little bowl of it up, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to shake these out, make sure there's not a bunch of dirt in them, and I'm just going to soak this down in the monster mud. Alright, you guys, I decided to just put all my monster mud in this bigger bucket, and I've drenched or soaked the first curtain there and tried to get as much out as possible. So let me get this piece stretched out and laid over our skeleton. Alright friends, I've got the first layer here on the first curtain panel, and now it's just a matter of placing it and shaping it how you want it to look. And you actually have a good amount of time because it'll take a while for this stuff to dry, so just take your time and shape it. I recommend getting as much of these little ruffles or whatever in there as possible, because that's where your detail is going to come in, especially when you paint this guy all black and then you go to whitewash it or dry brush the different shades as you get lighter with your paint. So I'm taking the bottom and just kind of shaping it around this the bottom of the umbrella stand. So yeah, I tore this a little bit to show some of the rib cage there. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if I put maybe some red lights or a red light in there in his rib cage? I don't know, just an idea. So anyway, I'm just gonna work on this guy, finish him up. I'll get the other curtain panel soaked in the mixture, and I'll show you guys what he looks like after that part. Alright friends, this is what I come up with, or where I'm going to stop on him. I got these clamps on the edges to kind of bring the two pieces together, the two curtains, and I need to get one on that side, or I might just leave this side open. I don't know if you guys can see the pole in there. I might leave that side open, that way we'll have something to carry him with. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with him. I did have to stuff some grocery bags up here on his head just to give him more of a pronounced hood. So yeah, that is him, and I'll show you his backside. I really like the bottom, how the bottom turned out. It really makes him look concrete. I really like this area too. Like I said, the more ruffles you put on him, the more detail you'll have. And it's just a matter of letting him dry. Now he will probably take a good few days, if not a week, to dry, because the monster mud is pretty thick on this. So if you haven't already, please subscribe if you're enjoying these Halloween tutorial videos, and please share them. It'll really help out my channel, but I want you to see how the finished product of this guy turns out to be. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That would help me out a lot. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Take care.